Hey everyone, my name is Laura Ingrim and I'm the Engagement Manager with Wilkinson Center. I'm sorry that I'm not there with you in person today. I'm actually off-site at one of our mobile food pantry to go events at Truett Elementary. It is our first time at that elementary school, so we are excited about starting this new site. But I do apologize for not being there to talk you through the volunteer orientation in person. However, hopefully this video will cover all of the basics. And of course, if you have any questions, please just reach out to me at Laura_Ingram@wilkinsoncenter.org, and I am happy to chat with you more.
The volunteer program at Wilkinson Center is a robust program that helps serve our clients. Volunteers serve in a variety of roles, including at the food pantry, with our adult education and senior program, in administrative support roles, and with our special events, drives, and distributions. I'm going to talk about volunteer stats and pre-COVID numbers and our current situation. In 2019, we had over 800 volunteers who gave collectively over 7,100 hours of volunteer service. These were all in our pre-COVID programs. In fiscal year 2020 to 2021, we had 302 volunteers who gave over 9,500 hours of service. This includes our COVID programs, most especially the Get Shift Done initiative. The Get Shift Done initiative was a program where workers that had been laid off of the hospitality and restaurant industry would be paid to volunteer at organizations like Wilkinson Center. That is where most of those 302 volunteers came from last year. This program ended for us this past spring, and since then, we have been slowly adding volunteers back to head back to a more traditional volunteer program. So where do our volunteers come from? We have a number of corporate partners and church partners who volunteer with us, as well as community groups like the Junior League and Lakewood Service League. We have great partnerships with schools like Jesuit and Ursuline, as well as colleges like UTD and SMU. We receive referrals from Senior Source, and we also get a number of volunteers from the community who hear about our work and want to get involved. Finally, I also post our open positions on a number of online resources, including volley.org, Volunteer Match, and the AARP network. Here's a look at a few of our partners. We have a number of financial institutions, foundations, and churches that serve as partners to us. Our current volunteer needs. I'm going to start with the food pantry. We need food pantry assistants on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. and Tuesdays from 12:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. to serve clients at the food pantry. Currently, we are doing curbside service, so we're boxing up the food for the clients and distributing it to them curbside. Because of that, we have a couple of additional shifts on Mondays and Thursdays from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. to help stock shelves and pack up the food boxes that we distribute curbside. All of this happens at our food pantry in East Dallas at 3402 North Buckner Boulevard. This is a great opportunity for groups of up to 6 people and also for individuals who want to be a long-term volunteer with us. An extension of the food pantry is our Pantry to Go mobile food truck, which goes out into the community 2 to 4 times a month and serves food boxes from the back of our refrigerated truck. We go to a number of different locations, and the dates and times vary just a little bit, so we work to fill these positions month by month with volunteers. Our adult education program has a number of ways that volunteers can get started. We just restarted our in-person Conversation Corners program on Wednesdays from 11:15 to 12:15 at our Acadia Park site, 911 North Morocco Avenue in Dallas. This is our furthest west location. During Conversation Corners, the volunteers speak with ESL students, usually beginning and intermediate level, to help them improve their conversational English skills. This is a very easy entry into volunteering, and our volunteers that serve with this program enjoy it a lot. Other areas where we utilize volunteers include tutoring or as testing assistants. We use volunteers to give presentation on financial topics or soft skills, such as resume review and mock interviews. We have volunteers that help with administrative duties, And finally, we have volunteers who assist at our annual adult education graduation ceremony. Many of these opportunities went virtual during the last year in COVID, and we're just getting to the point where we're transitioning back to in-person options. For instance, many of our presentations have been done virtually using Microsoft Teams or Zoom, but as we get into 2022, we will hopefully start to go back to in-person presentations and discussions. We also have volunteer needs with our Senior Lunch and Learn program. The seniors meet on the second and fourth Friday of each month and receive a meal and a presentation on a topic of interest. Currently, we are still doing this program virtually, so they're not receiving the meal, but we hope in 2022 to restart this program in person. Volunteer speakers usually speak for about 40 minutes on a topic of interest. It could be health-related, writing a will, exercising, anything that seniors would be interested in. Also, once we are back in person, volunteers will donate lunch or help set up the room for where the seniors meet for these lunch and learns. We also have volunteer needs with administrative tasks and our board members. Yes, you guys count as volunteers, and every time you attend these board meetings, I do track your volunteer hours. Additionally, we do have an auxiliary group called the Friends of Wilkinson Center, and they are also volunteers. Many people start volunteering with us during one of our drives and distributions. We have 4 throughout the year. The shoes and socks plus the backpack drive is combined to be called the annual Carlin Morris Back to School Drive, which is named after one of our longtime volunteers, Carlin Morris. This last year, we served 600 children, and we gave them shoe gift cards for Shoe Carnival. Pre-COVID, we would actually take over a shoe store for a weekend and help the kids shop and pick out shoes. We hope to get back to that form of the event in 2022. But for this year, at least, we were able to provide 600 kiddos with gift cards to buy new shoes and socks for the school year. Our backpack distribution this year, we gave out 200 backpacks to our children of our clients, and this is always a really fun event. Pre-COVID, we would have donors actually donate the backpacks with the school supplies to us. During COVID, we lost a lot of our corporate support because they weren't in the office, and so instead, we ordered the school supplies ourselves and had volunteers stuff them into the backpacks. So we were still able to serve 200 kids and give them backpacks for the school year. Our Thanksgiving turkey basket distribution is a highlight every year. We have a number of partners and organizations who donate turkey baskets to us. So these are baskets with all of the fixings for a turkey dinner. And then we distribute them over 2 to 3 days of distributions at the food pantry. Our biggest partner with this event is First Rockwall United Methodist Church, and they like to donate the actual turkeys as well. So they donate frozen turkeys along with all of their turkey baskets. The rest of our donating partners donate the baskets as well as a $20 donation, and with that we buy a Butterball voucher so they are able to purchase their own turkey, ham, or vegetarian entree for their Thanksgiving dinner. Last year, we served over 1,100 families this way. And then probably most people's favorite distribution is called the Holidays at Wilkinson Center, and this is our toy drive and distribution. Again, we have a number of donating partners, churches, individuals, and corporate partners, and we served last year 151 families. Together, we collected over 1,500 toys, 116 bikes, and 200 gift cards to distribute. Donations also fall under the volunteer program. We have a program called the Food Pantry Champions. You can see a flyer there in your binder. Volunteers donate items to the food pantry and conduct their own food drive when they are a food pantry champion. We also have a program called Kit Assembly. We have a list of various kits that organizations can put together, including diaper kits, to-go packs for our homeless population, and kids snack packs. Organizations are able to put these kits together in an assembly line and then donate them to us. And they're great because we can just hand them out as completed kits to our different clients. And then, of course, all the donations that come through the drives, I'm in charge of and I keep track of, including the annual Carlin Morris Back to School Drive with those school supplies, the Turkey Basket Drive, and all the toys and bikes that come in for the holidays. Finally, we have a number of volunteers that help with our special events, including our Spirit of Taos or our Fall Gala, our Can-Do Luncheon, which comes up in the spring, and then other events that we have throughout the year as needed. I do also want to note that along with being in charge of the volunteer program, I also currently do Wilkinson Center social media. So when you see those posts on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, those are coming from me. And I would always love it if people give me ideas for things to post. So if you have a story you want to share or an event that you want to highlight, please let me know. And I'm always looking for new ideas and content for social media.
And I think that about covers it. Again, thank you so much for listening to my part of the orientation, and welcome to Wilkinson Center's board. We're so excited to have you, and I'm very much looking forward to working with you. Have a great day.